What if I told you that a simple 1968 Washington quarter hiding in your pocket change could be worth thousands today? A coin minted in an era of war, political shifts, and silver scarcity, but packed with secrets most collectors still overlook. Today, we're diving deep into the truth, history, and value behind the 1968 quarter. And by the end of this video, you'll never look at your spare change the same way again. Every coin has a story, and every story reveals value. Today, we travel back to the year 1968, a time of global conflict, domestic change, and numismatic transformation, as we unravel the complete, untold, and detailed history of the 1968 Washington quarter. This was a coin born in the shadow of the silver era, just 3 years after the end of silver in U.S. dimes and quarters. And its legacy is more complex than most collectors realize. The Washington quarter itself dates back to 1932, when it was introduced to commemorate the 200th birthday of George Washington, designed by sculptor John Flanagan. The original obverse featured a classical bust of Washington, based on a 1786 bust by Jean-Antoine Houdon, while the reverse design displayed a heraldic eagle, with wings outstretched, grasping a bundle of arrows with olive branches beneath it. This design remained virtually unchanged until the 1999 introduction of the State Quarters program, now the 1968 issue. Stands at the intersection of transition and tradition in American coinage. Its metallic composition marked a new standard in quarter production, having officially abandoned 90% silver in 1965. In favor of a copper-nickel-clad structure composed of an outer layer of 75% copper and 25% nickel, bonded to a pure copper core. This shift was driven by rising silver prices and hoarding behaviors during the early 1960s. The Coinage Act of 1965 authorized this change, ushering in a new era of base metal circulating coinage. The 1968 Washington quarter is a prime example of this transformation, both in design and in function. During this year, quarters were produced at all three major mints, Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. But a unique twist occurred. Mint marks, which had been removed in 1965 to discourage hoarding, were reintroduced in 1968, and this marked the first year since 1964 that the Denver and San Francisco mint marks reappeared on the obverse of the coin, just to the right of Washington's ponytail. This small mark became a huge factor in identifying rarity in the series, especially with proof and error coins. Now production numbers were significant in 1968. At the Denver Mint, over 101 million quarters were struck, making it the largest output of the year. The Philadelphia Mint produced none for general circulation, though it did issue coins for mint sets. Meanwhile, the San Francisco Mint produced over 3 million proof coins exclusively for collectors. These proof coins, struck with extra care, using specially prepared dies and polished blanks, are highly sought after for their mirror-like finish and crisp detail among these 1968 proof quarters. Some varieties display what collectors call cameo, or deep cameo, contrast between the frosted raised features and the mirrored fields. These carry a premium in the numismatic market now. While most 1968 quarters are common in circulated condition, certain varieties, errors, and high-grade examples command serious attention among collectors. One of the most desirable is the 1968 proof quarter, in deep cameo condition, graded PR69 or PR70, by professional services such as PCGS or NGC. These coins can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on quality, population, and demand. The grading scale plays a crucial role in determining the value of any 1968 quarter, with mint state grades starting at MS60 and going up to MS70. The higher the grade, the sharper the strike, the more luster, and the fewer marks the coin exhibits. For circulated quarters, from Denver, values range from face value up to a few dollars in uncirculated condition. However, pristine examples in MS67 or MS68 can draw collector premiums into the hundreds. Another interesting aspect of 1968 quarters is the potential for mint errors. These errors include double dies, off-center strikes, clipped planches, and broad strikes. In some cases, major errors combined with high grades create 4- and 5-figure auction results. Collectors and investors alike seek out these rarities to diversify their portfolios and enhance the uniqueness of their collections. The story of the 1968 quarter cannot be told without context of the socio-economic climate of the United States in the late 60s. Inflation, political unrest, the Vietnam War, and technological shifts all played into the evolution of coinage during this period. The mint sought to modernize production while addressing public concern over coin shortages and the disappearance of silver coinage from circulation. It is in this era that the 1968 quarter emerged not as a relic of silver legacy, but as a survivor of transition. Its role was not to dazzle, but to function. Yet ironically, its historical position and mintage characteristics have made it an icon for modern collectors. Another layer to the 1968 quarter story lies in the rise of coin collecting during the 60s and 70s, driven in part by the state quarter boom decades later. Early clad coins like the 1968 issue have gained increasing attention, especially in high-grade registry sets, where collectors attempt to assemble complete sets of the highest quality coins for each year. And mint mark, this has driven demand for top population coins and increased as common. The Washington Quarter series also reflects the changing identity of American currency. What began as a commemorative issue became the longest-running coin design in U.S. history, eventually giving way to new themes, but always rooted in Flanagan's original portrayal of the first president. By understanding the 1968 quarter, we gain insight into both the artistic and industrial journey of American coinage. For example, the very nature of clad coinage has proven more durable in circulation than silver predecessors, yet has struggled to gain the same emotional and investment-driven attachment among the general public. Yet numismatists now realize that many high-grade clad quarters are rarer in top condition than their silver counterparts due to softer details and faster wear in the alloy, meaning that a top-grade 1968 D quarter may be far more difficult to locate in gem condition than a similar 1964 silver quarter. This has helped reshape the value curve for clad coinage. Over the past 2 decades, let us now discuss market values, auction prices, and what collectors must look for when examining a 1968 quarter from any source. Always begin with the mint mark. If it is S, then it is a proof and must be analyzed for strike depth, mirror quality, and any frosting on the device is next. Examine whether it's a cameo or deep cameo type, then observe surface condition under magnification. Look for hairline scratches, contact marks, or signs of handling which could impact grade for Denver Mint issues. Focus on luster and contact marks, especially on the cheek and the eagle's breast. These are common areas for wear and strike weakness. If you find a coin that appears perfect under magnification and shows full detail, it may be worth professional grading and encapsulation. Remember, certified coins from companies like PCGS, NGC, or ANAX are easier to sell and usually bring higher prices at auction than raw examples among sales. Records stand out. 1968. SPR 69 DCAM examples have sold for over $1,000, with some pristine pieces reaching higher. Due to eye appeal or low population reports in the same vein, MS-67 or MS-68 graded coins from the Denver Mint have also reached several $100s at major auctions, especially when registered as top population in the grading census. As more collectors enter the market and more registry set builders seek high-end clad coins, the value and prestige of coins like the 1968 Washington Quarter will only continue to grow beyond its monetary worth. This coin represents a turning point in American history, where the traditional silver standard gave way to a modern era of durability, cost efficiency, and mass production. Yet even within this industrial shift, artistry, precision, and hidden rarity found a way to survive. The 1968 quarter teaches us that even the most overlooked coins carry deep stories of politics, economics, metallurgy, and craftsmanship. So the next time you come across a 1968 quarter in your change in a coin roll or in a box of forgotten treasures, remember, you may be holding a small yet powerful piece of American history worth far more than 25 cents.